It's Saturday. It's the 28th of November. I'm Mike, and this is Good Morning Buzzers from Buzz50.com, the social networking site for seniors over 50. Hopefully you're watching this live. If you're not, you can come along later today because we've got another one at 5 p.m. UK time. We are live. It's 7:30 a.m. here in the UK, and we are live on YouTube. We're live on Facebook. We are live on the Buzz50 homepage, and we're live in the Good Morning Buzzers chat room, and we have got loads of buzzers in this morning. It is hello and good morning to Lily, Amoeba, good morning to you, Bucky, good morning to you, Carrie May, Fleur, Rose, Fletch, 5535, John P is with us. Oh, and Viv Huff is scoring points straight away with a sentence there, looking gorgeous as ever. Mike, love the shirt. Very good, well done. Yeah, there's all sorts of ways you can get points on here, and that's one of them. John P is with us. Did I say Fletch 5535? I think I did. Joyous One is here. Mac 50 is here. We have got buzzers today from all around the world. Lily's saying, can I get some coffee, Mike? Yeah, we're serving up coffee or water. We've got buzzers from all around the world. We are going to find out where everyone is from later on. And as Joy said, yes, another chance to be with good friends at 5 p.m. brackets noon here, wherever Joy is. We'll find out that later. Today, Saturday, Pronto's with us. Mackie Wack is here. Mac 50 is here. Quiet Mouse 1 is here. Sash Scratch is here. Viv Huff is here. And Witch Morgana is here. And Mac 50 is saying, Bucky, come back. Bucky was in the room, but he's gone out of the room. If you don't know who I am talking to, then if you come along to the Buzz50.com homepage, if it's live, if it's 7:30 a.m. or soon after UK time, and if you want to find out, just Google what time is it in London now. I'm not in London, but that's the easiest way to find the time. If it's around that time, come along to Good Morning, come along to the Buzz50 homepage, and then you'll see the broadcast there. Underneath that, you can click a link and dive into the chat rooms with us. And then I can see what you're typing. You can type back, and you can join in with the games. If you want, you can call in live. The phone is ready. Skype is ready. We do get callers. We do get Skypers. The phone number internationally is +44 7548 884 288. Or if you're in the UK, 07548 884 288. And there's Skype, Mike Buzz50 or Mike at Buzz50.com. Do call in. Don't wait for a pause. Let's have some fun with Mike and Miller, says Lily. That sounds like good fun. Right. Mac 50, I think you've started something. Honey goes well on an English muffin for breakfast. Now, I need a reply from Mac 50. Mac, all the way across in the United States of America, sent Miller and I some honey, which we got earlier in the week. And it is, we showed it to you yesterday. Let's get it lined up right. It is full goldenrod Buzz50 honey. It's not been opened yet. It's going to be opened either at 5 p.m. today or 5 p.m. Sunday on an extra show, an extra broadcast. I need to know off Mac which is better for him. So he could be about 5 p.m. today or 5 p.m. tomorrow. And we will have honey, probably on crumpets, and English tea, I would think. That will go down well. Got to get Miller out of bed first. We've got loads going on this morning. Peter Carbine has joined us in the Good Morning Buzzers room. We've got Name That Tune. We've got Identify the Famous Voice, the Buzz50 Joke Off. We've got another show at 5 today, but I've said that. There's a meet in London tomorrow. I don't know if it's too late to arrange to go there. We've got something on the maps. We're going to learn where Venezuela is, if you don't know where Venezuela is. We've got Spot the Difference. We've got birthdays. We've got a famous birthday today. Right. Okay, let's do this. This is yesterday's... And we've got two things we've got to redo. This is yesterday's famous voice, which wasn't guessed live. It's 10,000 buzzer points to the winner. And it's been guessed, so we're going to have a new one. This has been guessed.
It was 1965, and they were doing...
And it was Harrison Ford, and it was guessed just after the broadcast by Sash Scratch. Mackie Wax saying, you missed my floaty thing. It's called a marquee thingy, Mike. Extra points. Yeah. Extra points for Mackie Whack for the floaty thing across the screen. I'll write that down, Mackie Whack. Sorry, slight pause there. This is live. This really is live. So that was Harrison Ford. So Sasquatch gets 10,000 buzzer points for that. That means we have to have a new voice, and here is today's new voice. Can you guess who this is for 10,000 buzzer points?
I'm having a really good time. I'm having a really good time.
Any idea who that voice is? So yesterday's guess, it was Harrison Ford, and Sasquatch got that and gets the 10,000 buzzer points. And
I'm having a really good time.
who is this?
I'm having a really good time.
She really is having a really good time.
I'm having a really good time.
And we've also got, oh, listen to this. Oh, I thought this would last a lot longer than that. We've got Fleur Rose saying, Cliff Richard. Let's have a listen.
I'm having a really good time.
No, it isn't, is it? No, it isn't. I thought she was right, but no, it isn't.
I'm having a really good
It
time.
is not Cliff Richard. I'll give you a clue. It's a woman. Reese Witherspoon, says Joyous One.
I'm having a really good time.
I'm having a really good time. And also went early this morning. Oh, Alan Bull from Hull has joined us. Good morning to you. Went early this morning was this theme tune. So I'll say who it was in a minute, and we'll have to do another theme tune. From a famous TV show. It ran from September 1957 to May 1966 on CBS. I remember watching it when I was a lad. The title character, portrayed by Raymond Burr, is a fictional Los Angeles defense attorney who originally appeared in a detective fiction by Eric Stanley Gardner. And it is, of course, the Perry Mason theme tune, guessed by Joy, who gets 10,000 buzzer points for guessing that. And so that means we have to have a new one. Kylie Minogue, says Fleur Rose. No, says, that was Fleur Rose. No, says Mike. Fleur Rose, Danny Monog. No, Meryl Streep, says Viv Huff. Demi Moore, says Viv Huff. What is Ironside? It's quite, yes, I mean, that was the theme tune. Perry Mason, who then became Ironside, went into a wheelchair. But that was guessed off air this morning, earlier on, by Joyous One. So what is this for 10,000 points, the theme tune to? Any ideas? I think I played too much of that. I didn't mean to play that much. I don't think that's going to last at all. Did Mac answer that question? Mac 50. When's best? I'm sorry if you've answered me. When's best to do the grand opening of the full Goldenrod Buzz 50 Honey? Today at 5 p.m. UK time or Sunday? And then we'll do that with, me, Mike, with Miller. Miller will be here with crumpets and tea. Me. Viv Huff, otherwise known as Viv, me, is getting Sharon Osbourne, Sharon Stone, Demi Moore, Meryl Streep, all sorts of guesses. None of them are right. Absolutely none of them. Sharon Osbourne, Mike. Sharon Osbourne. Viv Huff is shouting with exclamation marks everywhere. Listen to this.
I'm having a really good time.
This is not the voice of Sharon Osbourne.
I'm having a really good time.
Let's see who's guessed this. I think this has gone already. Didn't last very long. Who's first? I think it was Mac 50. It's the Mac 50 show today because Mac 50 sent in the honey. He's guessed the Waltons, which is correct. I'm sure he was the first one there. Let's write that down in the right place. I've got to remember all this afterwards. And Mac 50 has confirmed that the full Goldenrod Buzz 50 Honey sent all the way from the USA earlier in the week by Mac 50 is going to be open ceremoniously at 5 p.m. UK time today. It's going to be a tasty show at 5 p.m. UK time. Right, okay, we've got loads of stuff going on. Lucille Ball, says Mackie Whack. No, have we got any other guests? Oh, Fleur. I think we're going to lose everything all at once today. Fleur.
I'm having a really good time.
First guest from Fleur was Cliff Richard, which was, I must be honest, very, very, very close. It wasn't actually Cliff Richard, but it was somebody who's often mistaken.
I'm having a really good time. This is actually my last show that I'm off for 6 weeks, and I'm going to Mexico, probably Hawaii, and which I'm kind of excited about. But yeah, I'm having a great time here in Vegas doing the show, and I fly back and forth from here to LA, and it's fun. It's a lot of fun.
Can you switch off completely when you go on holiday?
Not really. It's kind of hard.
So that was, of course, Britney Spears as guest by Fleur Rose. Let me write that down as well. Who gets? I'm writing down Britney Spears again. Fleur, who gets 10,000 buzzer points? Are we going to get? Shall we fetch the? Bring your own crumpets this afternoon. We're only supplying the honey. Do call in. Let's have a call in Saturday morning. Do phone in, even if you phoned in before, if only to say good morning, buzzers, so that people watching know that this is live. And you can call in on +44 7548 884 288 or call in on Skype, whichever you like. Well done, Fleur, says Viv. Shall we do joke number 1? We do 2 jokes sent in by buzzers, and I read them out. Then hopefully you vote from 0 to 10. 0 if you don't think much of it. 10 if you think it's absolutely amazing. Then we work out the average score. Then we have a break. Yes, we even have a break on this show, and there might be someone walking around with ice creams. You never know. Wow, can't believe it. Woohoo, says Fleur Rose for winning that. Then we have a break. Then we do joke number 2. Then we work out the voting for that. Then we name the winner, and it goes on Facebook. Then we name the loser. We name and shame the loser. Do send in more jokes. We need more jokes. This is joke number 1 today. They're each of them about married couples. A couple attended a marriage counselling to resolve communication problems. The fighting and bickering during the session was so bad, the counsellor called for a timeout and then told them he was ending the session early, but had an assignment for the husband. John, the marriage counsellor said, you're an athletic guy. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to jog 10 miles every day for the next 30 days. At the end of the 30 days, call me and let me know how things are going. John agreed. At the end of the 30 days, John called the marriage counsellor very excited. I did just as you said, and I've never felt better in my life, he exclaimed over the phone. Great, replied the counsellor. And how's your wife? John paused and then replied with agitated dismay. How should I know? I'm 300 miles away from home. He jogged his 10 miles a day for 30 days, but he jogged 10 miles in one direction every day. And he's 300 miles away from home. So if you can vote anything from 0 to 10 for that amazing joke, then we'll do a couple of other things. We will have the break, and then we'll do joke number 2 and see which the winner is. Fletch has left the room. Fletch is back in the room again. So in the Good Morning Buzzers room, we've got loads of people. We'll go and have a look at the Good Morning Buzzers room in a minute. And then we'll see who's in there. 6 from Fleur Rose for that one. And we've got a 4 from Viv Huff, a 4 from Pronto, a 7 from Mac 50, very generous, a 5 from Quiet Mouse, a 5 from Lily, thank you for that. We have got a 3 from Mackie Wack. We're waiting with anticipation for Sasquatch's vote. Oh, and here it is, the Sasquatch vote from Down Under is in, and let's have a look and let's confirm it. It actually is, yeah, it is, it's a 1. We knew that. Sasquatches, we'll find out in a little while, is from Down Under, where the humour's a little bit upside down, and so is the voting. John P gives it a 5. Missed the middle bit, can't score it, says Fletch. Alan Bull from Fletch, what were you doing? Did you leave the room? 2 from Alan Bull, 5 from Witch Morgana. Winning isn't everything, it's the only thing, says Amoeba. Apparently also said by Vince Lombardi. That's what we need as well, sayings. Sayings, poems, funny photos, anything. Make a guess, Fletch. Ha-ha, Mike, says Viv Huff. Right, okay, that was joke number 1. What we'll do now is we will switch across to the Buzz 50 screen. We'll have a look at a couple of things on there. Hopefully, as we're doing that, things will go reasonably well. Sash does send jokes in. Somebody's saying, who's saying, perhaps Sash could send a joke in. Quiet Mouse, Sash has sent jokes in. Sash has actually won on occasions. I think he did just a couple of days ago. Do send jokes in, do send stuff in. There's still time for this afternoon or anything else. Okay, then, says Flash, giving it a 4. So that's a 4. And phone in. I have been watching the phone and listening to it, and nobody has called in yet. So what we'll do now is we'll switch across to the screen. I don't need Perry Mason anymore. I don't need the Waltons. I do need that. We'll do that. I need that. I need that. I'll click there. Running commentary as we go along. Oh, and have a look around here. It's not international roll call time yet, Sasquatch, at 6:46 p.m. at the home of the Flathead, but it will be in a little while. And Joyous One's giving that a 5. Thank you for that, Joy. So we're going to switch screens. When you come back, there's going to be a difference. Now, I'll tell you now, it's not going to be Pony, the difference. We do spot the difference. Something's going to change in the room. See if you can guess what it is. It's going to be something relatively minor, but obvious. So let's switch screen, and we'll dive into the Good Morning Buzzers room straight away. I'll click that button there. Then I click that, start screen share. And you will now see in a moment what I've been looking at and what we've all been doing, which is being in here, the Good Morning Buzzers chat room. So we've got all the chatters typing things in live here. You'll see sentences appearing at the bottom here. And on the right-hand side, a list of all the buzzers who are in the Good Morning Buzzers room live. And we have got Lily. It's Mike at the top there. I won't read me out. Mike at the top there. Lily, Alan Bull from Hull, Amoeba, Fleur Rose, Fletch 5535, John P, Joyous One, Mac 50, Mackie Whack, Pronto, Quiet Mouse 1, Sasquatch, Viv Huff, and Witch Morgana. And good morning to all of you. What we normally do this time is birthdays. But if you have a look, if you're a member of Buzz 50 and it's free to join, it's a social networking site for seniors over 50. Click social at the top once you've joined and once you've logged in. And you'll see on the left-hand side here various things, including birthdays. And we've no birthdays today. We've got a birthday tomorrow from a new member, CCM Jake. And then in 2 days, Chesley and Lily have got birthdays. Even though a certain person happened to send Lily birthday wishes yesterday, a little bit early. But there we go. And we've got new members joining. 18, excuse me, 18 joined yesterday. 16 have joined so far today. So it looks as if it's going to be a really busy day. 16 have joined today from Canada, USA, Australia, England, and Scotland and the Philippines. So that's that. Please excuse me. What we're going to do is a couple of things. One of them, let's get the maps open there, is a famous birthday today, because we haven't got any buzzer birthdays. And the famous birthday today is William Blake. And here's a quote from William Blake: "To see the world in a grain of sand and to see heaven in a wild flower, hold infinity in the palm of your hands and eternity in an hour." By William Blake, who was born 28th of November 1957 in London. And a couple of other things that we've done recently. I don't know whether you've noticed, but on the Buzz 50 homepage, you've got maps at the top there, and you can have a map of your area with you in the middle, or world buzzers, which we're going to click. Yesterday, we had a look at a country. We're carrying on that theme today. And what we've got here is, let's have a look under maps there. Just click on that. And this lady, who is called, as Catholic nun, Nada Rojas, has been serving God in a place that can only be described as hell on earth, a Venezuelan prison she's been working in for 17 years. So where is Venezuela? Here is the Buzz 50 map. These are buzzers all around the world. And then if we want to see where Venezuela is, let's go over to South America, and there it is on the north of South America, and we've even got buzzers down there. I won't say exactly who it is. See if you can guess. Anyone in the Good Morning Buzzers room now can guess who this buzzer is here. Very near to Venezuela. So that's where Venezuela is. What we'll do is we'll switch back to the Let's have a look, see if I was meant to do anything else. We'll switch back to the chat room there. And then I'm paying attention to Mike, says Witch Morgana. Well done, Witch Morgana. And then I'll click here and then back here and see if you can spot the difference. And we will do joke number 2. So that was Venezuela. You see, a little bit educational. And we learned about William Blake, who's a famous poet. Coining phrases is a lost art, says Amoeba. And we will do. Lauren says Pronto. Pronto wins the guess where the buzzer comes from. And I said Colombia, near Venezuela. Who comes from there? And it is, of course, Lauren. And Lauren is live with us today, as ever. And great to have you here, Lauren. Okay, let's have a look at joke number 2. The idea is, anyone spot the difference yet? Something's changed around here? Do I get 10,000 points, says Pronto? No. Lily says, thank you, Mike. Right, and joke number 2. So we did joke number 1, and this is joke number 2. Where is it? That was joke number 1. This is joke number 2, sent in by a buzzer. Right. 3 drunk guys get into a taxi. The taxi driver knew that they were drunk, so he thought to try and pull a fast one. He started the engine and within a few seconds turned it off again. Then he said, we've reached your destination. The first guy gave him money and the second guy said, thank you. The third guy slapped the driver. The driver was shocked, thinking the third drunk wouldn't have known what he'd done. But then he asked, what was that for? The third guy replied, control your speed next time. You nearly killed us. That was joke number 2. Now, joke number 1 managed to get an average of 4.3. Oh, Fleur. Oh, Fleur. Yes, I can see you're guessing. Picky missing from your right shoulder. That was for the spot of the difference. And indeed, that picture there was another one underneath it. I can see, you might not be able to see the little nail that was holding it up. And it's missing. That's all the spot the difference is. So let's do, we've got the points coming in for that. And let's do international roll call. International roll call is where you can please type in where you're from and what time it is. Oh, blimey, the folks coming in. 5 from Fleur Rose, 4 from Pronto, 4 from Lily, 4 from Fletch, 4 from Quiet Mouse, 4 from Mackie Wag. That was 5 4s in a row. 3 from Witch Morgana, 4 from John P. Sasquatch from Down Under with a 1. Can you repeat joke number 2, Mike? I was not paying attention. No, Viv, you're going to end up with some lines to write out if you carry on with this sort of behaviour. It's just not good enough. Pay attention in future. And a 3. So Mac 50 with a 4. 3 from Alan Bull from Hull. Fleur Rose saying webcam in Mike's house still working. Yes, Fleur always manages to spot the difference. And apparently she's got a webcam hidden here so she can cheat. Right. So international roll call. Where are you from in the world? What time is it? Maybe you could even give a bit of a weather forecast. So I'll kick it off with Coleshill, England. And it's just getting light and we've got blue skies here. Sorry, Mike says, but if sorry just is not good enough. I read it on Google, he says Sasquatch. I'm guessing then 1, says Viv Huff. Wet and windy Lake District is where Mackie Wack is from, and it's 7:54 a.m. Fletch 5535 is in Aberdeen, 0754, and it's just about thinking about getting light. Witch Morgana, slightly different time, 3:45 p.m. in the Philippines, and it's very hot and humid. Amoeba, the right shoulder is where the arms are placed. Yes. Fleur Rose, me. Viv Huff, Essex, South East England, 7. John P, Staffordshire, England, 7:54 a.m. Oops, says Viv Huff, 7:55. Yes, cutting corners again, Viv. Concentrate. Joyce One, Ra-cha-cha, New York, 2:54 a.m. USA. Can you hear the clock chiming? Telling us it's 8 o'clock. It's not. It's running early. Quiet Mouse, Berry, Lancs. No, I've got that muddled up. Fleur Rose, Berry, Lancs, UK. Quiet Mouse, nice and sunny at the moment. Essex, rain expected later, 7:55 a.m. 5 p.m. today, another live broadcast with honey, crumpets, and English tea. And Miller will be here. Lily is from Oregon, 11:54 p.m. and it's cold, mild last couple of days, but rainy days is choice one. Let's say goodbye. Do say your goodbyes. I'll say goodbye. We'll do the jokes now. Joke number 1 had an average of 4.3. Joke number 2 had an average of 3.6. Joke number 2 is sent in by Joyous One, along with some other jokes. Perhaps I picked out the wrong one, Joy. Joke number 1 managed to get 4.3, and it was sent in by very, very long time serving member Rabu. Thanks for sending that in. Mac 50, Newtown, Grant, Pennsylvania, 2:56 a.m. It's fast, Mike, the clock. Yes, it is. Chime is so pretty, says Joyce. Well, yes, it's a lovely clock. We'll perhaps put it on Good Morning Buzzers and you can have a look at it. Fluoro's first time. Get to bed, Max, says Viv Huff. Oh, might not make this afternoon at 5 p.m, says Quiet Mouse. Bye, all. Have a great weekend. Oh, Mouse, I'll miss you, says Viv Huff. Bye, all. Have a great weekend, says Mac. Bye, all. Have a good weekend, says Viv. Take care, Flo. Take Flo. Okay, really. Let's have a look, see if I've announced everything I was supposed to announce. Don't go for 1 minute, please. Another show at 5 today, a meet in London tomorrow. We looked at the match, we did Spot the Difference, we did the birthdays, we did international roll call, and there's something that I wanted to do. I just wanted to copy all of that there and paste it there so I know who was in the Good Morning Buzzers room. I'll have to do it that way. Alt, print screen. Sorry about this. And then again there. Alt, print screen. And then again there. And I've nearly got what I wanted to do. I'm sorry about this, but it is live. So all we've got to do now is say Good Morning Buzzers and see you at 5 p.m. UK time today, Saturday, the 28th of November. Good Morning Buzzers.